Hey guys, this is Proximo. I'm gonna put together this little demo for you to show you what we've been up to over the last 4 weeks or so. I wanted to pop in and give you a heads up. We are moving from the 2D or from the text-based platform rather to a 3D environment using the Unity game engine. Here is our login screen. I'm just going to jump right into this demo to try to save a little bit of file space for how big this video is. As you can see, we've got some particle systems. We've got animals in the sea and in the air. We've got some cloud particle systems that blow across here, some waterfalls and the wind zones and whatnot. This is the overworld shot of the continent of Iyam, which is one of our 5 continents on Core Drake. This is the one that the beta testing will be done in. And as you can hear the music in the background, that is supplied to us by Gerald. He's doing all of our theme music for the game. He's absolutely fantastic, and we love your stuff. The one that's playing in the background here is the Paths of Destiny theme. You can hear some really great music just by going to his links, I believe, are in the forum for the different themes that he's come up with, not only for the game or for the basic theme, but also the themes for each of the races. It's really exciting to have that kind of music going for us, and we're really excited to have it. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here using my credentials. Go ahead and click login, and that is going to take us directly into our character select screen. As you can see, I don't have any characters currently created in here, but I will go ahead and create one. If I did have one, he would show up right here in the center of the screen, or she. So we'll go ahead and create one. That's going to take us to our stat distribution screen, where we type in our character's name. And then we're going to distribute the stats based on what we want to play. As you can see, we have 30 stat points to spend in any one of our base stats here. We've kept the numbers really low in order to keep the scripting simple. We can achieve the exact same thing with lower numbers as other RPGs get, with like numbers up in the thousands and things. If you put stats into strength, your offensive skills will increase. If you put it into stamina, you've got health and energy. Health is your hit points. Your energy is your run stamina and your run speed. Agility will put it into your melee and ranged defense. Dexterity is your ranged offense, as well as some of your defense. And then wisdom and intelligence both increase your mana pool, as well as your magical offense and defense. And then the last stat here is charisma. This is used for people who want to play non-battle characters. So like if they're wanting to play a trader or a merchant or something like that, they can use this stat in order to get better deals and things. Also good for people who use pets or want to talk people onto their side. So I'm just going to spend these last 10 points just randomly just to get this next screen. As you see, if we spend our last point, you get this little next button. And that'll take us to our character customization screen. Now, again, we've got some music playing. This is I believe the Elven music supplied by Gerald. It's awesome. And this actual screen is going to change quite a bit before we get a playable version of the game out. We're going to have a bunch of choices of races, genders, and things of that nature, as well as skin tones, hairstyles, and whatnot. As of right now, you can just basically take your character and spin them around, and then you can choose how fat or skinny, and then how tall or short your character is. Just a way for really helping enable role-playing, which is one thing that we're majorly really pushing in this game. Is it's actually going to be a true role-playing game, so we're going to force role-playing whenever possible. We'll go ahead and go to our next screen. And this is going to dump us right into our little demo scenario. As we've created this little forest scene, you can hear the ambient noises in the background of the birds chirping and things like that. And if you look, you can see some leaves blowing around that have blown out of the trees. And as they fall, they turn from green to brown before they hit the ground and stuff. And that's just a really cool thing that we've been playing with, is the different particle systems. As you can see, the fire here with the smoke coming off of it. And the wind zones that blow the grass. It looks really great, and we're really excited about, you know, just creating scenery that actually looks really cool. Everything in the game has colliders, so you can see I can't run through the rocks, or I can't run through the trees. This is put in place to make it a lot more of an immersive game, so you're not just running through the scenery. And then also 3D sounds. So as you can hear, when I run closer to this fire, you can hear the fire actually roar, and as we walk away, the sound goes away. Just one little subtle things that we're doing in order to make the gaming experience a little bit more immersive. So I'm going to run over to this little treasure chest here, and I'm going to click on it. As you can see, it opens up and it gives us a loot window. There is loot inside of it, so I'm going to go ahead and loot some of these things. As you can see at the top of the screen, there's a sell value and a durability on these items. And then as we loot these, if I loot this last item, what's going to happen is this treasure chest is going to close and it's going to disappear. And the reason that we do that is we want to make randomly generated treasure chests, randomly generated items that you could find on the ground out in the as you're just exploring and things like that. And this is one way to make it really a doable scenario, so that, you know, when it destroys, it's not taking up server space and things like that. And I believe that is all for the little forest scene that we have created. So we're going to run over to this little portal. Oh, no, I'm sorry. After we've looted that stuff, if you hit the I button, you're going to get your inventory screen. And you can see that it's actually gone to your inventory. Now, these items actually aren't equipable just yet, but they will be in the future. We just haven't gotten there that far in our creation. And then if you hit C, you can see we're not wearing any equipment. But you can see our attributes that we spent on that distribution screen, as well as our skills. It's just something really cool that we've been able to finish before this demo got done. So I'm going to go through this portal and go to the next little scene that we've created for this demo. As you can see, it's a desert scene. There's a sandstorm being blown through here currently. And you can hear the wind sounds and things like that as we run through the particle system. Obviously, a traveler wasn't as lucky as we were. So we'll just keep pushing through this desert up to what looks like an oasis coming up. And what's really cool about the Unity game system, at least the Pro version that we're using, is the water systems are just beautiful. As you can see, the reflection of the trees and the sky and the water here, it looks really good, and the way that the water moves, it just looks beautiful. And then 3D sounds. As we get closer to the waterfall here, you can hear it. It gets louder, and then as you get farther away, the sound goes away. It's just those little subtle ambient noises that, you know, just really help immerse a character. And then we're going to go around the corner here. And the guys thought it would be funny to make our first creature a spider, because they know that I'm completely arachnophobic. So I'm sure they're really giggling to themselves as they watch this video. This thing just totally creeps me out. This was built and textured by Rumbic, as well as animated by Acubite. So really appreciate the work, guys. They look beautiful, and you'll see this guy's going to see me, and he's going to chase after me here in a second. There, he sees me, and he's coming after me. The animations look beautiful. They're really creepy, especially for spiders, because I'm freaked out by spiders. But he obviously doesn't attack yet. And that is because I don't have the attack scripts just finished just yet. He will run his idle animation, and he will chase me no matter where I go. And he's got a collider, so I can't run through him, which is really good. And then once you get far enough away from him, he will return back to his home spawn place, which was here. He looked like he was chewing on this guy here. But we can't get far enough away from him just yet because we can't run that fast. So I will just run through this portal and get away. Now as we come through, we're up on top of this mountain, and the one thing there's two things I wanted to show you up here. The first is the weather system. You can see the snow falling. This is going to be really great for the characters who play, like geomancers, for instance, who can manipulate the elements. These weather systems will be really helpful for them. Say there's a chance that there's actually a rainstorm in the desert. They'll actually be able to use their water attacks in a place that they normally wouldn't be able to use a water attack and things like that. And then just some set design up here. But the second thing I wanted to show you is we have actually created a first-person camera that you can switch between the third person and first person, and I'll show you that now. We just hit this button. Boom, we've got a first person camera that we can use to look up and down and things like that. And it's just a way of, when you're in dungeons and you're wanting to look around a little bit more, you can, you know, have a look around and get a little bit of a closer view. So I'm going to switch back to my third person camera now. And we're going to go down and visit that little town. So we're going to pop through this portal. If I can learn how to use my own controls. All right. And one of the cool things that we've done is we've created themes for all of the races. And one way that we've done that is we've had Gerald creating some music for each of the races. And you'll hear as we get closer to this town, you'll hear the music start to pick up. And it's just really beautiful 3D music. And it's just another way of adding just that extra little push to get characters to really submit to the fact that they're in an actual another world. As you can see, we have some NPCs here. I have just created them from the base model that we already have currently, and I've thrown some armor on them. But I wanted to show you one thing with the NPCs is as you get close to them, they'll talk to you and they'll animate and do different things like that. So I'm going to show you that now.
Halt! Who goes there? Be on your way.
And it's just a really cool way of adding a little bit of personality to your NPCs. So they're not just a name. They actually will have voices. They'll have their own personalities. And as you can see when we talk to this blacksmith, he's got a different personality than the guards.
Ahoy! Be gone!
And that's the same way for each of the actual NPCs in this zone.
What ails you?
You can see this guy's trying to sell you some potions.
Until next we meet.
And then we have the Undertaker over here. I'll actually go over here and visit him because he's got a really creepy voice. And
What? Away with ya!
But so this is basically the actual demo that we've put together for you guys. One thing that we want to stress is that we do want you guys to join in. So if you have a way to record your own voice and you have an idea for an NPC or another character or something like that, we totally are encouraging you guys to do that. Or if you just want to write a character up and have us do the voice acting for it, that's fine too. But we want to get everybody involved in some way. So that's our demo. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, that kind of thing, just leave a message underneath this video or post on our Facebook page. If there was something that you really liked about the demo or something that you're really excited to see in a future demo, just let us know. And keep an eye out on our YouTube account because we're going to be posting videos really frequently now. Since we don't have to just take screenshots, we can actually post video of the gameplay itself. So keep an eye out, guys. We're really excited and we hope you are too. We'll talk to you soon.